off the Load album. Firstly, tune your guitar down to E flat. The whole guitar. And there's only really 3 riffs in the whole song. Starting off with your intro. And that riff, if you want to be really fancy, there's an upwards rake. And all I'm doing there is just laying my fingers over all 5 strings aside from your top E. But you can just ignore that. It just does that at the start. The riff then is, so that's E, E, 5, 7 on your E, then 5 slide up to 7 on the A, next section is, so it's sliding from the 7th back to the 5th, 7th on your E, back to the 5th in the A. So in total now we have is your next little phrase, and that is 5, 7, 5 on the A, 5 on the E, and ending with, and that's muted E, 3 to 5 in the E, and an open E. So the whole phrase same phrase that is played obviously in the chorus etc. of the song, only with a rock tone. So that's simple. There's a link that goes from the intro into the main riff, and that is palm muting an E note just, and then a bar chord on a D, which is 5 on your A, 7 on your D, 7 on your G, and you're sliding that up to 7 and 9 there, which is an E. You want to get a bit of vibrato on there, so you're shifting the whole chord. Like that. Main riff then is okay, so that is that's how it starts. So E minor. A lot of palm muting goes on in this section. So what I do is move my pressure, almost turn your palm around. I'm exaggerating it there, but and you move up to the 7th fret off the A, and then you want to walk backwards. That's just 7, 6, 5 off the A, and you're hitting a open E string the whole time. Repeat the same phrase then, only you want to include the 7, 6, 5 off your E as well. But you're only, I'm using barring all the way down there, but I'm only striking the E and the A. Next part is and that is just index finger, 5, slide back to the 3rd, and then an open E and A string. And then the final phrase to finish it off is simple bar chords, which is just a G to an A, G to A, and an E. So all together that gives you and that's that riff. Okay, so the verse is okay. You're all based around this, but your picking emphasis is definitely going to be on your D and G string. I'm hitting there 7 on the A, 9 and 9 on the D and the G. And it's kind of like it's a stabbing kind of pick attack. And to emphasize that, I actually lift off. And there's a pickup between you shifting to the next chord, which is just a shift there from the 9th fret to the 10th. And I keeping your index finger fixed on the 7th and the A. It's just to that. So you can hear that little and then the second phrase in it is to a D, to an A, and I play the A higher up there, so open A string, index finger on the 7th fret on the D, this finger off, next finger on the 9th on the G, and your little finger there on the 10th fret on the B. So it's and that's your verses. The only other riff in it is used towards the end of the song, middle of the song, and the outro, and that's and that's pretty straightforward. It's using that same slide up from the D to the E as is earlier in the song, but and that chord is an F but with a C note in it there, so I'm barring there everything on the 8th fret, and then that finger on the D string on the 10th and little finger on the G string on the 10th, and you really want to rake into that with your pick. And your picking pattern is and that's it. Simple.